Hey, hello. How are you guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Shar, and this is Dollars into Dreams, where we are on a journey to become debt free. And I am documenting my journey along the way. So, if you like this type of content, I hope that you stick around and subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. Okay, guys, welcome back. We are doing our sinking funds update for the end of the month. So what I have here are the numbers that I started with in April. This is where we are in May, and we're going to see if it's a positive or a negative difference. These pages that I have right here, I got from the Traditional Dollar on her Ko-Fi page. I will have her channel linked down below, and if I know how to do it, I will link her Ko-Fi page as well. So let's jump into it and let's get started. So for our dates envelope, we have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and $50. So that was a positive change of 10. For family, we have 20, 25, 30, and 31. So that is a positive of $16. Hair care, we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So that is a positive of $6. Kindness has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and $19. So that is a positive of $8. Massages has 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18. That's a positive of 3. And then in planning, we have 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 in planning. It's a positive of $25. And then in toiletries, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, 100, and 101. So we still have 101, and we did spend out of here, but I added money, so it just left us at the same amount. Wellness, we have 20, 40, 50, 55, and 60. It's a positive of 20. Okay, so for my overflow, for my cash envelopes, in my spending, we have 5, 10, 15, and $20. That's a positive of $15. And let's eat, we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And that's a positive of $10. In groceries, we have 20, 40, and 45. And that is a positive of 15. Okay, in household or home, however you, I have it both ways here. Okay, 5, 10, and 15, positive of $10. Okay, and then fuel, we have 20, 40, 45, and 50, which is a positive of $15. And then in miscellaneous, we have $10. And that is a positive of 5. So a lot of times when I have leftover money from my wallet, just before I get ready to stuff my sinking funds and restuff my cash wallet, I will take some of that leftover and allocate it to what I call my overflow section. So that way, if I ever go over budget for spending or fuel or eating out, I can pull for those envelopes, so then I won't have to like put it on my credit card or go in the negative. Okay, so we are done with our personal binder. So let's hop into our high priority. And turn the page. Okay, so in our high priority, in car upkeep, we have 50, 70, 90, and 95. And I emptied this last month because I had to do some repairs to one of my cars. So the fact that we have 95 within a month is great. Okay, so dental, we have 20, 25, 30, and 35. I think I have a bill actually. And gifts, we have 20, 40, and 60. So that's a positive of 20. And I know I will be unstuffing this soon because I bought a graduation gift. Okay, a home deductible has 150 that's in the bank, 170, 190, and 195. So that is a positive of 45. Med deductible has 100 in the bank, 110. So that is a positive of 25. Medical has 50, 100, 110, 115. Just realized I forgot to add the other section up, so we need to go back real quick. So that'll be 25 positive for medical. For self-care, we have 20, 40, 50, and 55. So we went down $5. Okay, and then short pay is $20, $21, $2, and $23. So that's a positive of 8. Okay, and then wardrobe, we have in cash, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170. Well, we also have a $50 gift card, so we actually have 220. I had to write that down before I forget because that's a thing. Okay, so then that gives us a positive of $60. And then bank buffer is 20, 21, and 22. So that is a positive of $7. I swear, everyone waits till I start filming to cut their grass. Okay, so that is it for high priority. Now, let's add up our high priority and our personal binder section. Okay, so let's add this section up real quick. Okay, so we have $480, and that should be a difference of $158. Is that correct? That is correct. Okay, so now let's add this section up. So it should be 640, if I did my math correctly. $930. Okay, so then the difference is $290 in the positive. Oh, did I do that over here? No. Okay. Let me make sure I did that correctly. So 290 plus 640 equals 930. That is correct. Okay, so now let's go to our holiday binder. Okay, so in our holiday binder, I think these are pretty much the same. Anniversary is 5, 10, 15, 16, and 17. There was no change. My birthday is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make sure we're still recording. Valentine's Day is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is 0. I finally spent it. Mother's Day is also 0. Juneteenth is 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 7, 8, 9, and 30. Halloween doesn't have anything. Thanksgiving is 10, 15, 20, and 25. Black Friday is 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 27. Christmas is 20, 40, 60, 70, and 75. And then New Year's should be 20, 30, and 31. Okay. So let's do some calculations. This is no change, no change. The difference here is $35 negative. This is negative 95. This is positive 10, positive 10. Ooh, positive 8, positive 20, and no change. So at the beginning of the month we had 302, and the end of May we have 220. So the difference is 95 plus 35, that's always subtracted. So if I subtract 10, 20, 48, the difference is negative 82. And 82 plus 302, that's not right. Oh, wait a minute. 302 minus 82 gives us 220. Girl. Okay, so let's jump into our low priority. Does anybody else feel like once they start recording and they get on camera, they can't count? I feel like I struggle a lot. Okay, so in Amazon we have 5, 10, 11, and 12. And that is a positive 7. In Black Friday, bulk shopping, we have 10, 15, 16, 17, and $18. That's positive of $3. Electronics is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and $6. Entertainment is 5, 10, 15, and 16. Road trip has 20, 25, 26, and 27. And then seasons, we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And that is a positive $8. Splurge has 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's positive 3. Okay, so annual pay has 1, 2, 300 in the bank, 10, 15, 16, and 317. And that's a positive, and I want to say it's 80, but I'm not that good at math to do that off the top of my head. Yes, 80. Car tags has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That's really nice right there. So it's a positive of 15. And then property tax is 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 as well. 15. And then the school is 20, 40, 60, 65, 70. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 75. And that is a positive of 35. Okay, let's add up our numbers. So 355, and what we have now is 534. Okay, so let's see if our difference adds up. So 179 and 179, let's see if that's right. Yep, 179, and that's a positive change. Okay, guys, let's get into our long-term binder. So for car insurance, we started with 318. We now have 1, 2, 3, 400 in the bank, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. So we have 448. That is a positive of 130. No, really? It's 130. Oh, I added extra somehow, some way. Okay. Okay, so then therapy, we have 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 71, 2, 3, and 174. And that is a positive of 49. Oh, 54. Really? 174 minus 49. Okay. Vision, we have 20, 40, 45, and 50. And that is a positive of 15. Okay, so for emergency fund, we have 25. That is a positive of $10. For Fed tax, we have 20, 25, and 30. Okay. Investments, no. Land, we have 20, 40, and 60. Land prices are extremely high. Extremely. Okay. I don't have month ahead written on here because I will transfer it to my month ahead binder. But in month ahead, we have 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. In new car, we have 20, 40, and 50. So that's $10. Okay, now let's add. So we started with 603 for the month, and we are ending with 837. Okay, and our change was 234. And 234 plus 603 gives us 837. Perfect. Okay, so put those back in here. Now, our very last binder is our home binder. So in appliances, we have 20, 30, 35, 40, and 45. In decor, we have 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Okay, so this is 30. That's a positive 15. That's 35. That's a positive 10. Furniture has 20, 40, 45, 50, 55. That's a positive 20. Gardening, I spent the 75, so we are at 0. So that is a negative 75. And then home projects, we have 15, which means that is a negative 40. Home upkeep has 25, and that is a negative of 85. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Okay. Pest control has 20, 40, 60, and 70. That is a negative of 15. Stock up has 20, 40, 50, and 55. And this is a positive of 15. And then yard work is 20, 40, 60, and 65. And this is a negative 15. I have to say, I'm very thankful that many, many years ago, I found this community and I started cash stuffing and budgeting, because the amount of expenses and things that I had to like spend money on for my home, if I didn't have this binder and create this binder and these envelopes, I would definitely be putting it on the credit card and I would be going into debt for some of these things that were, it wasn't a choice, like it had to be done. So I'm very thankful for that. Even though I hate to see the money leave the envelope, that is the whole purpose. Why we put the money in the envelope and we stuff our envelopes and our sinking funds and do saving challenges and all of that. Drop my pen. Okay, so we started the month with $530. We now have 360, and our difference is, when we add up all the positive and subtract 75, 40, 85, 15, 15. So that's a negative 170. But that's 170 that did not have to go on my credit card. So I'm very thankful for that. Okay, guys. So let's do a grand total of how much we actually have in all of our sinking funds. And I want to do like a beginning. I'll do it on this page. So let's do grand total. And I want to do beginning. And I want to do ending. Okay. So let's do beginning. So we're at 530. We had 603, 355, 302, 640, and 322. So we started the month with $2,752. We're ending the month with 360 plus 837 plus 534 plus 220 plus 930 plus 480. So even though I took some money out of my home binder, we are still in the positive. Like we added, like our total is way more. So we had $3,361. So that was $609 in the plus for our sinking funds for this month. So my ending balance right here for May will be my starting balances for June, and then we will see where our sinking funds and where it gets us in the month of June. But I have to say, I'm very, very, very proud of myself because it was a very spendy month, and I know I don't like show my expenses and stuff like that. Maybe eventually I will do like expense tracking and like unstuffing. Eventually I'll get there, but it was a very spendy month, more than usual, and I think it's because it's birthdays and graduations, spring planting, all of that good jazz. So I'm praying that we go in more in the positive for June and July. But that will be it for this video. If you like this content, please don't forget to like this video, and you can leave me a comment down below. Until then, have a beautiful and blessed day.